have you in the place. How has it been for you over the past, maybe 3 months? Because I know this is a very busy time for you.
Oh yes, actually, it has been a very tough time, and we'll be going around the country trying to get connected with the people,
Right.
Yeah, to give us the mandate to serve them. So it has been very, very hectic, but
Right.
all the same, that's how the industry demands. So we got to be in and do the job.
Absolutely. What are you observing as you go around? What is your observation? Are the people warming up towards you? What does it look like on the ground?
Oh yeah, people have been welcoming us. All the places that we visited so far, especially in the Volta region and also the Uti region, for instance. We've gotten a lot of people receiving our message and working with our message. So I will tell you that it's going very, very well.
Awesome. Right. Since we're on an entertainment station, I think we should actually start with music.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know who your favorite Ghanaian musicians are.
I would say I have five.
Five, okay.
Yeah, one is a
Interesting.
gospel
Right.
musician. That's Uncle Atu.
Okay.
Uncle Atu. And then Daddy Lumba.
Daddy Lumba.
Yes, I mean, he tops all. And then Amachi the Day and Stone Boy and then Shatawale. I love Shatawale because he really, really understands the game. He understands the industry
Right.
that he works in. But a lot of people don't understand him. Sometimes you have to create the controversies. The more you create controversies, the more you become relevant in the system. So I love him. I love him because he really, really understands the industry that he works in.
It's fun already. What are your hobbies, Mr. Akpaloo?
Do I even have one? I don't know.
It sounds like or it looks like you love to dance.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about when it comes to dancing, drumming, singing. I don't know anything about that.
Whoa.
But my kids, oh wow, they are brilliant guys.
Now at least you could be picking a move or two from them.
I always dance off the beat, and when I sing to. I do abochi
off the key.
Oh yes, off the key. So I don't go near. But my kids are very, very talented young kids. The ladies and then the boys, they do well when it comes to this industry. They are very, very.
Right. Yeah. You are from a big family. I mean, talking about the fact that you haven't really been following things like dancing and all of that. What was your upbringing like?
In fact, I come from a middle class family. My mom and my dad belong to that class, so they brought me up very, very, very well.
Right.
And but along the line, I started to follow the wagon and then try to be a bad boy small. So I was with the bad boys.
Right.
I did a lot.
A lot. I'm interested in that.
Yeah, I did a lot.
A lot.
I did a lot.
What are some of the things you recount doing? Bad boy things.
All the bad boy things that you can think of.
Did you ever smoke?
Oh yes, I have. I have done that before. Why not? I mean, you got to taste it to know how it tastes. So that like I was at GH1.
Right.
I think last week.
Okay.
And I did mention that when I become president, to discourage the young guys from betting. I'm going to increase the betting tax.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't want the young guys to go into that because it will ruin their lives. Any politician who encourage the young people to go into betting, that person is a very wicked person. The young people were insulting me the whole of last week, but I won't fight them because I know they don't understand where I'm coming from.
Because I was coming to that. Yeah. Don't you think this would actually, move them away, repel them?
No. They wouldn't understand me
until
they get ruined.
Right.
No, gambling, my brother, we've been there. If you're not careful, your school fees.
Okay.
Your school fees will be taken away from you.
Right. Now I'm actually putting some context to this. Is it one of the things you did that actually
yes, I've done that.
I've done that. You at that point?
Yes, I've done that before, and I know what it did to me, and I know colleagues who have ended up in bad, I don't know.
For those who think it's a bad idea that you would actually increase betting tax.
Yeah, give them jobs.
Give them jobs.
You see,
and discourage them.
Them from going to betting.
It would be nice to tell your story. Look,
Yeah.
guys, this is what happened to me.
Exactly.
And this is why I'm discouraging. This is why I want to clamp down on betting as a whole. Do you recount what happened to you regarding?
You will not even think of your girlfriend. Your girlfriend will be sleeping with you, and then you leave her and go and
You'll be checking the odds.
No, not the odds. Even these guys there, they are not even fortunate because they are sleeping with it.
Right.
It's always on their phone, But some of us, we're going to casino, you understand?
Oh.
And then you leave your girlfriend home, and then you go to casino.
And you are spinning.
And then until the casino closes, you are not going home. And then you win odds today. And then you leave the casino. Within 2 hours, you are back to casino. And then they will take all the money from you. You understand? So it's not something that I will ever encourage any young person to go in there. Any serious politician who want to do anything for the young people should rather provide them the opportunity to bring the best out of them. If every young person, there's one thing God has done for every young person. He has given young people opportunity to see visions.
Right.
When you go to the book of Joel chapter 2 verse 28,
Right.
It says, in the latter days, I will pour my spirit on all flesh. Your young people will see visions. And then the book of Acts chapter 2 verse 17 says the same thing. I will pour my spirit on all flesh, and the young people will see visions. So every young person in this world, one way or the other, they have vision. If you check this computer here, this is Dell, yeah? Am I right?
Yes, this is Dale.
The guy who brought this up,
Yeah.
his name is what? Michael Dell. He started this when he was at the university.
Right.
At the age of 19. Microsoft, Bill Gates started when he was what? 18 years.
Yes.
If you take a person like Mark Zuckerberg, started at the age of 18.
18, yes.
Apple
17,
Corporation.
yes.
Apple Corporation started by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Steve Jobs was 21 and Steve Wozniak was 24. When even Michael Page, who did Gmail, started at the age of 24.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is that the young people, they have this in them.
Great potential.
Yes. So a government should look for ways to open the economy up to them, give them the needed support. So my government, I'm thinking that when I become president, or any young person with fantastic brain will give you the money that you need to make it here in Ghana.
Right.
You understand? So we need to open, even this entertainment industry, we need to help our people to go international.
Right.
The Nigerians, they are blowing everywhere. But Ghanaians are more or less timid,
Right.
We need to help Ghanaians to go out there.
So it's
And
great.
government
it's,
should push them.
Right.
Push these young
It's
people.
great you actually mentioning the creative, industry.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people listening to you on this platform would definitely be a lot interested in that.
Yeah.
What do you hold for the people within this industry?
Yeah,
Because
I see-
there are complaints time and again. A lot's not working. The professionals are not getting royalties for their music played and all of that. So what do you have in store for?
You see, we every government need to understand that the industry, the creative arts industry, is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Right.
So when you are coming to government, you should have that in mind that I'm going to tap into that industry, pump money in, inject money, such that we develop and grow that industry. Because when you are able to do that, you're going to create jobs. Not jobs alone, you're going to create wealth. Now, if you are able to sell somebody like Daddy Lumba,
Right. One of your favorite,
yes,
acts.
if government had supported him, Daddy Lumba would have gone far.
So when you say support, what kind of support?
It's money.
So what, the government will just take money, give to Daddy Lumba?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to understand it's a business that he's running.
Right.
So that any business need working capital. So give them money to get the necessary. They can hold concert anywhere in the world. Big platform. Americans understand this. The Europeans do, but we in Africa, especially we in Ghana here, we don't understand. So we think that because it's Daddy Lumba, so Daddy Lumba will fight for himself. But sometimes when our people are appear on a world stage, then you realize that our ministers and whatever will fly to that place
and
to
associate with
to associate. What contribution did you give to that person before you got there? That is where I'm coming from. We need to invest in our young people. We need to invest in them so that they become global icons. Like these two girls, Afonita.
Yes, and Abigail.
Yeah,
appeared on the
before, like
yes,
then our ministers
that-
were there. They were trying to, and then when
So you ask yourself, what support did they give them when they had to go do
exactly.
that? Right.
This guy, I'm forgetting the name. There were two guys who appeared on the same platform.
Reggie and Boli.
Reggie.
Yeah.
That time it was NDC time. The minister for tourism, whatever. Then she went there and I was like, but what contribution did you give to these guys that you want to claim something like as if you've done anything, So we need to understand that the young people, the young child, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, the TV and then the media
Right.
organizations have been doing well, giving their platform. Sometimes they say, we are doing case show and talent show and all those kind of stuff. I have to applaud the media houses for doing that. But the media houses must be giving the needed support.
Right.
To do this.
Right.
And any young person who have that idea that, I want to run this program, should be giving the needed support so that they can do it big and sell it international. Look at this Uganda case who appear on Samuel Cow's show.
Yes.
Those ghetto boys. I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
You see, this is what we have to do. We have it, but we are not investing in them. So we have to invest in our people to make them become global icons, not to encourage them to go into betting. Anybody who does that is a very wicked person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure there are a lot of people excited about this because this is something that we are always pondering over. We have these discussions all the time, but nothing seems to be happening. And it's really heartwarming to know that you actually have your focus on this and you have this under your sleeves for Ghanaians should you be voted, to power. It excites me, to learn that you are a chartered accountant with a master's degree, multiple degrees from Institute of Management Studies, the University of Professional Studies, the A.T. Emil Wolf Accounting, University of Derby. This is huge.
Yeah.
You've been through all these institutions.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes. So I'm now wondering, what pushed you into politics?
It's a calling.
Right.
It's a calling.
Just the way the prophets get their calling,
Exactly.
right?
Because God sees something in me.
Okay.
He believes that He wants me to be there so that I can change the narrative. I can turn Ghana around. Because Ghana, we have everything, but we are poor. It's very sad that in this country we have all the natural resources. We have the human resources, but we're still going nowhere.
Yeah. And we're always taking... we're always begging for funds.
Exactly. Because you see, when you go to the same Bible, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18, it says, lack of vision, the people perish. We are perishing in our own terrain because we have the vision, but we don't understand the vision.
Right.
You understand? So that's where our problem is.
So
we need to push our young people, those with the talent, with vision, we need to push them.
Mr. Akpaloo, this is amazing. We have personalities who aspire to be presidential candidates and they all speak the same language. This has to be done. That has to be done. Yeah. We don't have this. There's money. We are suffering. But we still sit around the same problem. So what is the problem?
The problem is the how.
Right.
How to do it.
Right.
Right. You can see it, but to do it, to implement it, that's where the problem is. We need to understand that America is a land of opportunities. Land of opportunities in the sense that those guys that I mentioned their name, they had their vision, but they got the necessary support, and they were able to bring their visions into reality. But in Ghana here, when you have a vision, you won't get a help. So those who want to be leaders of this country should understand that portion of Bible that all the young people have visions. So if they have visions, it's the responsibility of the state to give them the needed support to bring their vision into fruition. So that is my understanding. That is the how. Find money, support them, give them the needed support so that what is in them will come out. Maybe somebody need $10 million to start something.
Right.
That will create jobs for himself and other people. But he doesn't know where to go and get that money. So he ended up throwing that vision into a dustbin.
Right.
But when he knows that,
and start betting.
when I can dream and dream big.
Right.
And I know I can go here and I'll get the needed support. Guys will begin to think big and do big stuff. But a government will come and say, I'm setting up something to help the young people.
SMEs.
Then they give them 5,000. 5,000 cities, what business can he do?
Absolutely almost no business.
Exactly. So we need to do big things.
Right.
We have to start doing big stuff.
So we have a musician listening to you right now. We have a DJ listening to you right now. We have a blogger listening to you right now. Let's talk practically what you would do to enhance the lives of, a lot of these creative people who are perishing, who are actually suffering, who are begging, and they're actually seeking help, but they are not getting help. What would you say to them? Why should they vote for you?
Yeah, because I see that industry as business.
Right.
So what is your business plan? If you don't know how to put up a business plan, we direct you.
Right.
For people to help you to put up that business plan. And then we give you the needed money to start it.
Where would you get the money?
We create the money.
How do you create the money?
Yeah, because have you been to a bank before to borrow money? If you have ever borrowed money from a bank, when you go there, they will give you a money and then they will write it on a paper. And they say, take this letter. A loan account has been opened for you. From now onwards, you can take this money from the bank and use it. So money has been created. Creating money, when you go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18, it says, I'm the Lord that giveth thee power to create wealth. Ghana, what currency do we use? Cedis.
Yes.
And who controls that? Government of Ghana. So if government says, I want to give you 10 million cedis, why should it be a difficult thing?
So in that case, why do we go to the IMF?
Yeah, we go to IMF to go and borrow to pay unnecessary stuff. My brother, this company that you work in,
yes.
This company that you work in,
yes.
What currency do they give you?
Cedis.
But they go to IMF to borrow what currency?
Dollars.
This country, we go and borrow money to come and buy cocoa. I do know that. Every year, we go and borrow money from 1992 to today.
To buy cocoa?
To buy cocoa. But meanwhile, cocoa, when you go to the farmers, we give them cedis. So where were the cedis sitting? So the dollar that they brought, what happened to that dollar? The dollar is not free. They pay interest and they pay transactional fees and the rest. So what? I don't know who advised them to go and borrow money to come and buy cocoa. You see, our leaders have disappointed us. The reason why we are poor is that any prescription from IMF they take because it's a white man prescribing it to them. But no white man likes you. No white man want to see you succeed. Because we are in competition. And if they allow you to become richer or to prosper, how would they steal from you? They are always stealing from us. All our natural resources have been given to them. Our gold, our manganese, our bauxite, everything, even the oil, even the latest one, the lithium, it has been given to them.
Yeah, we
because we believe that we don't have the money. Do you know why we don't have money? Because we think that one person should carry the money. But it should be collective investment. Now, assuming we need $100 million today, and the $100 million, we ask Ghanaians, all Ghanaians living in diaspora.
Yes.
And we ask them, Charlie, this is an opportunity. When you invest in this pool, you're going to get this kind of returns. So why don't you buy? And you have 1 million. And then they all manage to invest $100 each. It's $100 million.
Yes.
If they invest $500, it's $500 million. If they invest $1,000, it's $1 billion.
Yes.
And has any white man ever brought $1 billion to this country before? What about 500 million? Nobody.
We haven't heard
but
it.
All our natural resources, our gold has been given to Newmont. All our oil has been given to Tala Oil and Adako Cosmos Energy. When I become president, I will reverse all. It has to go to Ghanaians. And we need to encourage Ghanaians to come together and put monies together collectively in a pool and then invest so that all the returns comes to them or goes to them.
Wow.
We need to change. We need to change the way we do things.
Right.
How we have been relying. We think that, and here we believe in those who can speak good English. You know, that is another problem. Chalakwan wabiyu what kabro for antino umnyansa. Babrofo is no nyansa.
Right. Now I'm wondering. So at the point that you decided to take up this mantle, what was the reaction of your family? Because this is a very hot.
Honestly,
yes.
On the 4th of November 1989, I had a dream. In a dream,
1989.
Yes, I saw. That was 19 years then.
Right.
I saw 3 white doves sitting on my head, and I wanted to catch one. And then he laid an egg in my palm, and there was this inscription: "Trust in God." And ever since I've been trusting in God. So whatever I see in my dream, I pursue it. So when I had a dream that I've been ordained president of this country, I knew it's going to happen. So on the 10th of March 2010, I had that dream. And I told my sweet wife, you know, the woman that I invested money to marry, you know. So I told her, and he said, "Well, so far as God has shown you, why not?"
That was her reaction.
Yeah. No, because she knows that
Okay.
whatever I tell her that I had a dream, then she knows that's coming from God. And that's what I'm doing. And I know this election, I'll win the election.
Right.
Nothing will stop it.
Nothing will stop it. Were there naysayers when you said, "I'm going to be a president"?
Definitely.
What were some of the things they said to you?
You know, you see.
Right.
No, what you see is only you.
That's your vision, yes.
And then somebody's vision is that they want to sell kunkunte, you know. Somebody's vision want to sell there on the street, you know. Somebody's vision is that they want to make cocoa and sell in the morning. You know, there was a guy called Coco Cane.
Yes.
He made a lot of money. But I don't see.
I hardly see it.
Yeah. Because sometimes when the money started coming, then they start diverting into different industry. And then they call the cash cow. So we need to invest back in whatever you begin. I will not sit here and say somebody selling kunkunte is no good. That's somebody's vision. You can make it look better. My brother, if today you decide to do kunkunte business, you do your what do you call it? Abitia, you know.
Right, yes.
And then you do it in the posh area. And then you have the soup, different.
Branded nicely.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You have some pretty girls standing there to sell.
Right.
University graduates. You employ them. You pay them well. Then they'll be selling the abitia and everything. You see how many people will be patronizing. And then within the shortest possible time, become a millionaire. You know, you can run Kenke business.
Yeah.
So far as you have about 10 or 20 joints in Accra here, branded, you make money. You know, there are a lot of ways you can make money here in Ghana.
Yeah.
There are some small things that you can do and you make money.
Together, yes.
You know, you can employ people and they will be selling the kinky for you. You know, so, you know, here I don't see anybody selling soup. You know, like maybe granite peanut soup.
Yes,
or,
on that big level.
Yeah.
Right.
But, you know, it's a big business that you can make.
Yes,
you know?
yes. I'm sure you're giving, you know, some great ideas to people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then like government should be able to invest in street activities. Like people will be, like the artists will be doing programs on the street so that people will be
entertained.
And then it will reduce the cost of our health bill.
Right.
You know, when you are able to entertain yourself, you don't die early. All the disease and sickness, because people are tensed. You know, we need to release them. So there should be this kind of entertainment around. People should enjoy themselves. And then they will live longer. Very
interesting. Well, in case you just joined us, my name is Mercury Kwe, and I'm here with a very fine gentleman, flag bearer of the Liberal Party of Ghana, aspiring to be president of this country. He has great ideas. And if you have been listening, kindly share your comment with me, 0548841039. What is on your mind? Do you have any questions for him? I will be happy to read your questions out to him, and he will be happy to answer your questions. Now, let's look at, Mr. Akpaloo, let's look at politics in Ghana. I mean, it's been very dynamic.
Yeah.
We've gone through, you know, bad times. I'm sure we've seen some good times. Has anything changed? What you look at the political terrain, has anything changed?
Oh, yeah, a lot of change.
Right.
Yeah, but initially, you know, if one wants to come to government, all that you have to do is to lie. You know, you lie about the government. be saying, "Oh, Charlie Omu Diesika, you know, that kind of." You start telling the people what you are coming to do. So
Right.
all that if you are able to sell that to the people that Charlie Kofo no more ya for, we no go sit down and make them cheaters every day, you know, wallahi, those kind of stuff. But now the trend has changed.
That is not enough.
Yeah, now people want to hear from you what you have for them, why they should vote for you. So that's a great transformation. So even if you look at this 2024 election, it's all about policies. If you don't have any vision, don't come near.
Right.
People want to hear from you what you have for them. And if they believe that it's going to benefit them, it's going to help them, then they go for you. Though some people will still vote no matter what you tell them. Because somebody can believe that he lives at Chinsua and he believes that there's going to be 24-hour economy there. You know, where do you live, sir?
Dansoman.
Even Dansoman, it will be difficult to get 24-hour economy. But somebody lives in my hometown, Anyaku, has bought into the idea that Charlie, 24-hour economy is coming, and then he has some banners waving, you know. So
you don't believe it is attainable? No, 24-hour economy.
No. You see, we have lived in UK,
right.
We have lived in US, we live in. It's not every place that you find this 24-hour economy happening.
Don't you believe?
But here, in Ghana, it happens already. When you go to Osu, Osu, the high street. In the night,
there's a nighttime economy. You know, there's a lot happening.
When you go to New York, 42nd Street, you know, you find nice stuff. When you go to UK, on the Oxford Street, Tottenham High Court,
you have that.
So
that means it's possible.
No, already it's here.
It's here.
It's here at Osu.
So is that not to say we'll make it better?
No,
we'll enhance it?
But the gentleman said that he's going to do 133. The one means one job. 3 people are going to do it. So am I asking that the gentleman, is he saying that he's been president? 3 people are going to be president. And then he will do 8 hours, another 2 people will come and do 16 hours, or what?
Right.
Or it's not a fine question?
Yes, it's a very intriguing one.
Yes. You see, because, you know, it's easy to be saying all those things and then people don't ask, you know. So, like, already people are complaining about the public wage bill. That is huge. And even based on that, he's saying that he's going to cut the number of ministers from 80 to 60.
Right.
Because of the wage bill.
Right.
So why are you telling us that you're going to employ 25,000 policemen on the street for the night job? So it means you are saying this on the left and you are saying this on the right. It's called Catch 22. You know, so this one is a plain misleading and lies, you know, to just woo the young people to go and vote, and then later they will cry, you know. But this time, people are asking questions.
Right.
Because if somebody tells you that they're going to make the passport office run 24/7, and then the DVL 24/7,
is it not possible?
Why do you need a passport in the night for? Where are you going with the passport?
Well,
or you want to register a car in the night? Why are you registering the car in the night for?
Maybe you know you are pressed for time and you need to get things done immediately.
My brother, I'm so happy that you asked some people to start testing those blah blah blah. You see, you could have asked them to come here and then speak their mind, but because of technology, you are asking them to send their messages to reach us.
Right.
You get the point.
Right.
So now it is about technology.
Right.
What you have to do is to build proper address system.
In fact, let's make a better use of technology. We're gonna do 3 phone calls. Right, 3 phone calls. We even make it better because I think it would be nice to hear from the people. And so we'll do that. 0302-216-568. I'm going to open the phone line so you can have a conversation. There's a once in a lifetime opportunity to have a tete-a-tete with Mr. Akpaloo live in the studio. So there have been there've been a debate about celebrities getting involved in politics.
It's good.
Right.
Oh, it's good.
They should get involved.
Someone like my younger brother, John Dumelo.
Right.
Yeah, I would love to see him in Parliament, you know. I would love to see him, you know, because he is from the creative art industry and then whatever he has, he can be able to also put it into use. And,
And to musicians, actors throwing support, behind
I mean, it's normal.
politicians.
They are all Ghanaians. They
Right.
vote, and they should be able to support somebody. Like Kwame A. Plus. I would love to see Kwame A. Plus also in Parliament. The young people should try hard and get in there.
Right.
Yeah, because when we have a lot of young people in there.
You seem to have a thing for the youth.
Yes.
We need
them.
Right.
We need the old men are too many, and when you get old, you become more careful.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
When you are too old, you become too careful. Because
Your daringness.
Yes. Because you've been through a whole lot.
Right.
And you have a lot of experience. So when you're taking decisions, normally you drag your feet before you take that decision. But young people want action. So, hey, that is why when I said I'm going to increase the betting tax, they were not happy with me because they didn't understand where I'm coming from. I've been a young person before, and I know what the betting has done to a lot of people.
Right.
So I'm speaking from experience.
Right. So is that not a bit conflicting, since you are saying it should be the youth, and you also said that now you are thinking, and that is what's making you bring such a policy.
Yeah, because I don't want the young people to ruin their life.
Right. That is based on experience.
Yeah, based on experience. That's what I'm saying.
So why are you speaking against those who have experience?
What I'm saying is difficult for the older men to take hasty decisions. And sometimes you got to be in haste.
Right.
It can't be dragging, So we need to. The young people, I mean, like the right word you used, they are daring,
Yes.
So they got to be in the front seat and do certain things,
I believe that's what makes you different from other presidential candidates. But if I asked you to tell us what makes you different, what is that unique selling proposition of Mr. Akpaloo, what would you say? What makes you different from all the people you've heard, all the candidates you've heard?
Yeah, because I'm the only candidate promising the Ghanaian youth that are going to give them an opportunity to make it. I'm the only candidate telling Ghanaians that, hey, when I become president, I'll put money directly into people's pocket. Every child in Ghana will receive a child benefit every month. Because I have 6 kids, and I had all my children in Europe, and my kids, they are enjoying child benefit. Every month, government gives them money. You understand? Even in the week that I don't work, the government pays me money. Okay? So when I become president, some of you are working harder. You are contributing to social security. So in case something happens and you got to stay home, the Social Security should be able to pay you money back.
Right.
So we are going to introduce what they call unemployment benefit, and then the job seekers allowance, and then income support. So we are going to introduce that. We pay people so that everybody have money in his or her pocket to live and live better. So nobody is doing that. Even when we promise that we're going to make university education free, because my kids are going to university.
Right.
Okay. Currently, they are not paying anything because everything has been postponed. So when they finish school and start working, they start contributing back to the state. So I want to do the same thing here, that all the young people should go to university for free. And then when they finish and they graduate, they also pay back to the state. And I think Mahama told a little bit of it, and he said he is going to do user feed, whatever, for only the first years.
Right.
You go to school for only 1 year, or
so that is his policy, and I don't think it is fair to say he stole your.
No, because he cannot say he's going to do it for the whole program.
Right.
Because when he said that, Charlie, I went for Busa and said, "Now, and allowance you couldn't pay."
So he's not able to do this. So what makes you feel you can do that? And how would you get the money to do that?
You said that this guy is an accountant.
Yes.
And I've lived in Europe, and I've learned from them.
Right.
How they manage to do what they do.
How do they do it?
Yeah, that one there, it will be between me and you later on. Because other than that, these guys will steal it.
Right.
You understand?
I do. I do.
So
yes,
I've learned a lot from them. Because when I went to Europe, honestly, I decided to learn why these white people are doing better than us. Meanwhile, we have all the natural resources. And then I realized that the natural resources that we talk of, it's not for us.
Right.
Because our oil has been given to Tala or Nadako, Cosmones. And then when they drill, then they give us 5%, and then they take 95%. The gold has been given to Newmont, Gold Fields, and whatever. Whatever they mine, they take 95% and give Ghana, the whole country, 5%. You know? So we need to change. We need to change that.
Let us talk about rating the current government. I'm listening to all these ideas you have. They are salient ideas. These are ideas that would ameliorate our situation in this country. How would you rate the current government? 1 over 10?
Maybe I'll give them 5.
5 over 10. That's half. Well, that's not very bad. That's 50%.
Yeah, because you see, they promised Ghanaians that they were going to give them free education, free SHS.
Right.
And they promised them 1 district, 1 factory. And then they promised them, what do you call that one? 1 village, 1 dam.
1 dam, yes.
Know? So if you look at that, that's the promise they gave them, the people who voted for them. So the rest, they didn't tell you that. Okay? So at least you have to judge them based on what they promised and what they've been able to do. So I'll give them 50%.
Right. So the other 50%, what would you say they could have done to have added the 50% to make it 100%?
Yeah, because the 1 district, 1 factory, they couldn't do that. No, they did few of them, few of the factories, and then also the dams. I think only few. They did only few, so that's why I'm giving them 50%.
Just in case you just turned on your radio, you've actually missed a lot. In the studios with Mercury Kwe is Kofi Akpaloo, Ghanaian politician, leader of the Liberal Party of Ghana. He was also the party's presidential candidate for the 2020 general election. We're looking forward to this year's elections, looking really, really hot. And he shared with us his vision. He shared with us, some of the amazing things that he would do should he arrest, power. Sounds really interesting. You have been listening, and you may have questions, and this radio station is all about you. So I'm opening the phone lines, giving you the opportunity. Just 2 calls, 0302 16568. That's 0302 216 568. Give me a holler now and have a once in a lifetime conversation with Mr. Akpaloo with Mercury Kwe in the studio right now. I've got the whole production team. Thanks to our dude, Shine, I see Ziggy, Arnold, DJ Icon, the whole caboodle in the place. Looking really great here. Right, so I'm going to move to the phone lines. Before I do that, let's say a big thank you to EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. MTN, everywhere you go. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Fie, ALX Ghana, do hard things. Right. So before we actually get to have the first conversation on the line, sir, you have talked about the creative arts industry. All right. So, okay, let's get on the phone line. Who's on the line? Thanks for joining us.
Starboy Kelly.
What's the name again?
Starboy Kelly.
Starboy Kelly. Thanks for joining us. Yes, Mr. Akpaloo is right here. Yes. What do you have to ask?
I'm sending my greetings to him, and I didn't like one thing he said.
Right.
He should talk about his what he wants to do, and he should stop talking about the other political parties. That's what I'm very upset now.
Well, okay, let me
about what he will do for us, and he should stop talking about NDC and MPP.
But I think he has talked a lot about what he will do.
He was emphasizing on Mahama and the school and stuff, and talking. He should stop talking about that and tell us what he will do for us.
Your response.
That's my only problem with him.
Right.
And we have tested. What's the name? Akufo-Addo. He stayed in the UK, stayed in Tottenham, and we want to try. We tried him 8 years, and he has spoiled the country for us. So he should stop talking about it. He staying in Europe, and he will bring what is in Europe to Ghana.
Right. What would be your response to that?
No, you have answered him already.
Right. So we're gonna pick. We're gonna pick the next call. Who's on the line? Thanks for joining us.
Mercury, this is Gabi. I'm calling from Adenta.
Gabi from Adenta. It's good to hear from Adenta on this very, very important, one. Yes. What is your question? Yes.
My question to him is: he should be sincerely. The youth, we are suffering. They are saying they are going to increase the betting. I do understand. He's perfect right. But there are no jobs. They are not creating jobs. So the boys will divert over there. That's my problem. At least, how can someone work within a day, even be paid 50 cedis? How come? They will all run. You get it? They will all run. And lastly, Mercury, I just want to ask him for me. He was given contract under this government. How far? He has never even supplied one street light. They are all corrupt, so they can't help.
Right.
In fact, I love this last one.
Right.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He should have his facts before he conclude. He doesn't know. I'm not a criminal. I'm a businessman. So I will not go for a contract. And mind him, nobody gave me money to supply you.
Right.
I have to borrow money from commercial bank to execute the project. So people think that the moment you get a contract, it means the government has given you money or the agency has given you money to supply or to do.
Right.
No, it's not like that. I have to borrow my money to supply. And then payment, I have to hustle.
To make it happen.
Yeah, before even I got my money. Okay? So they should go and do their findings before they say anything that they don't know.
Thanks for the clarification. I'm going to do just a call more, and we'll call it a day. Who's on the line? Thanks for joining us.
Mercury Quay.
Hey, turn up.
Mercury.
Yes.
Turn up. I'm Randy from Sumali.
Right.
Please, Mercury, what the man is saying, I don't agree with him in all ways.
Right. Which of the things he said?
Especially
Can you
the
be specific?
way he
Yes.
said, no,
Okay.
I don't agree with him.
Okay.
The better way is he will come and delete everything. I don't agree with him. Why? Because me I mean I grab it and I hide down. So became a Juma Benami. That one, I don't agree with him. And then I million to Obama. I think he's lying.
Right. Okay.
He's lying for everything he's saying. He should stop.
Because of the betting.
Yeah,
but
because of the betting.
did you listen to his plan regarding the betting? He didn't just say.
I listened to everything. No, the betting is killing us in some ways too. It is helping us too. So any day we don't care. The only answer bar tax in it doesn't know me increase.
That's all you want.
Yeah, we want that tax.
Right.
You can't delay that tax from the bill. Because those improved countries in the world, they are still betting and they are getting it. So why is she saying you can't cancel bet?
Voice of the people. But this is a voice of the people. What would be your response to this?
When I was young,
right,
and we were playing Spa, we were thinking that, cars, we were playing cars, and we were putting money on that. So in our mind, we know it was illegal. So we were praying that the government will make it legal. When we were young, that was our thinking.
Right.
But now, I don't want to associate myself that way. So these young people, I won't begrudge them. Because what I have gone through, they are yet to get in there. But a foot when you want to be listen, sorry. By the time he become addicted,
right,
and want to pull himself and is not able to get out, then he will begin to reason and say, "Hey, Papa, we as one now cannot feel a Martinez." But because we're young, he doesn't understand. So I need to allow it to go, you understand? So, but in the future, they will begin to understand where I was coming from.
If the youth, has a voice that's, we understand you. To you, it doesn't work. You would like to create jobs for us, but we still want to bet. Would you do it for the youth, or you say no?
Oh, no. I didn't say I'm going to cancel it.
Right.
I said, if I have my way, I will increase the tax to discourage them.
So what percentage would it be? Now it's 10%. What percentage would it be?
If they will pay 60% at least. Because I don't want, I want to give them jobs to do. And then they focus on the jobs. One gentleman said something.
Yeah.
That he's earning 50 CDs a day. And it's true. Where will 50 CDs take you to? It won't take you anywhere. But some people, even the small 50 CDs, they are not even getting in a day. They get 20 CDs and then they go and stake. And then, do you know one funny thing? When you have money and you're going to play gamble or gambling or whatever.
You're going to gamble, yes.
Yeah, when you are going, you make your mind that, Charlie, I didn't make you dimia. Then begin to start thinking where you get your source of income.
Income, yes.
And then when your mind is going that direction.
Yeah.
So it's not something Unless you've not been in there,
right.
But me, I've been there before, and I'm talking from experience.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. These are young people, and they think, because the last caller, he said, "Oh, Chaladi, no, ekunye, so in a way, it's happened." Oh no, Ajitum said, "I didn't kuno,"
but still,
it was only choice,
Yeah.
So, but somebody is promising him that is going to help him to get deeper.
Absolutely. Yes.
And I'm saying, no, I'm going to help you to come out and give you an opportunity to start making money from somewhere that will be sustainable. That is what I'm promising them.
Right.
Yeah.
I really wish, I'm really enjoying this exercise, but we are pressed for time. Time is not our ally. We have to say goodbye, and I really think we should have a part 2 of this conversation.
Any day, anytime. I'm grateful
Right.
for this opportunity.
Right. So this is Mr.